This fourth application is an exercise in Boolean logic. And the application looks like this, where you have two inputs, input A and B, and these are checkboxes here. And you have several outputs. And when you click this convert button, basically it's going to perform a Boolean algebra operation on these checkboxes here, whether they're checked or not, and then you'll have the output here. So for example, this text box right here will be true if you have both A and B checked. That's why it says A and B. And hopefully you get the idea about the rest of these as well. So I'll give you a starting point right here with some example code. So let's copy this, paste it into a new application. And the application is called Boolean logic. So here we go. Creating the application, editing, selecting the content here, and I'm pasting all of that code. This code is not going to do all of what we need to do, but it will do part of it, I think. If you hit convert, then you'll notice it puts the false in that right there. I guess really the convert is not really the right word. It really should say go or perform operation or something like that. You know, I'm just going to go over here and change it to the word go. You can see that's right down there. Clicking save, it changes the label on that. And right here you can see that it's false. But if I have both A and B checked, it's true. If either one of them is off, then I get the false state, as you see here. Okay, so breaking this up into different parts, we already know about the HTML tags, the head. Oops, the head contains the title and the JavaScript. It's this part right here that all you really need to do is finish this part out and you're done with the project. Because I really kind of laid out the body for you here. You got the table controls right here. And you can see that the inputs are on those two rows, inputs A and B. The checkboxes have IDs of CHKA and CHKB. And the type is no longer text, it's a checkbox instead. So down here we have these text boxes, and these are the outputs. Oh, I have one more right there actually. And then this last one right here is our button, our go button. Alright, so what happens when we hit go? Well, it's going to run this subroutine called convert up here, and what it does is it creates a variable called A, and it says locate on the document an element that has an ID of CHKA and tell me whether it's checked or not. So this is going to have a value of true or false depending on whether I have that checked or not. B does exactly the same thing. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that this control right here, which I'm calling text and, right here, I look for it in the document by ID, and I assign a value of it with this equal sign right there. This is assigning a value to that control, that text box. And these two right here, guess what they mean? Well, if you put them back to back like that, two of them side by side, that's and. So this is A and B. So if this is true and this is true like that, you're going to get true when you do the operation like so. So let's look at the next one right here. It's OR. So just copy this right here. Copy, paste. Now let's try the OR operation. Well, the OR operation in JavaScript, I think it's also the same in C as well, is two vertical lines. Now what you do is you have the Shift key and also, well, it's the key on your keyboard right above the Enter key. I call them pipes. So you put these two together and that performs an OR operation. Clicking save, you can test whether it works or not. So you hit go and it says false for that. But if either one of these is on, you get a true, or if both of them are on, you get it true as well. Let's do another one. So copy and paste. It's basically these rows that I want you to add and basically follow through the video on this. So not A goes right here, and the way you do that is you put an exclamation point next to A. So this means not A. In our textbook we'll use a bar over the top to represent not A, or a dash or a prime after it to represent not, but in JavaScript this corresponds to not right there. Clicking on save and hitting go, you can see that it says true because it's not checked, and then you check it and it's false. Okay, so do the same thing with B, and then your last challenge is to go for this really long one right here, and just make another control right there. And you see that it's going to be not A and not B. That basically means you're going to be doing a not A, and you're going to be ANDing it with a not B over there. I'll let you do the rest of that. Make sure you hit save, and once you've saved, you've completed this project, as long as when you click that go button, all of these text boxes are filled. Good luck.